Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to show you how to do this bronze and coral makeup tutorial. I'm not going to go in depth on what I did first, but just to go over it quickly, I used Makeup Forever's foundation with the Beauty Blender, and I stippled this all over. I will have all details and all products used in the description box, and I also do have separate videos showing exactly this routine. So after my foundation, I'm going to apply Sephora's 8-Hour Wear Concealer. I'm applying this on any areas that I'm red, have blemishes, or my dark circles. Then I use a pressed powder, but I use this with a brush and I apply this all over just to set it. And this one specifically is Smashbox Photo Ready. My contour is always the same, it's Benefit's Hoola, and I'm using the brush it comes with, applying this in the cheekbone area, jawline, and nose. And then the last thing I do to prep my canvas is fill in my eyebrows, which I also have a video on. So for all these things, you can check out the videos in the description box, which will break down each one for you. So now I'm going to jump into the actual makeup look. The first thing I'm going to do is take Benefit's rsvp Cream Creaseless Shadow, and I'm placing this on my lid up into the crease. I'm using this just to work off of. It's going to give more of a rosy kind of gold undertone to the eyeshadow that I'm going to apply. This also helps it from creasing throughout the day or night whenever you're wearing it. It's sort of like using a MAC's paint pot. Everyone talks about those. It's the same effect. So just blend this out, nothing really specific. You can use your finger or a brush. Next, for the same reasons, I'm going to take Benefit's What's Up, and this is actually the sample size. I'm applying this directly into the crease, and then I'm going to blend it up and outwards into my brow bone. Both of these are serving the same purpose on keeping the shadow pigmented and on all night, but the darker one is going to pull more of a rose shimmery color, and the lighter one's going to pull more champagne. It's up to you, you can kind of play with it or use other colors, but just doing this makes the eyeshadow that you're going to use kind of change and do more of an ombre effect. So the palette I'm using is Kat Von D Saint True Romance, and I'm taking this light pinky color and I'm applying this on the lid over top the base we already applied. So this shadow specifically is still going to keep that iridescence to it because of the base, and it's also going to pull a little bit warmer than it naturally would by itself. To also get that transition of color, I'm going to pat rather than blend. Next, I'm going to take this chocolate brown, and it is a matte brown shadow, and I'm using my bullet crease brush for this because it is pointed, so I'm going to be able to really get into that crease and blend it out. So you can kind of feel your way with the brush to find your brow bone, and you're going to place this right into the crease, corner to corner, and I'm blending this out in little circles. You'll also be able to see, since this is over the lighter champagne, it's still keeping the iridescence as well. Once my crease is all blended out, I'm going to take this rose gold eyeshadow, and I'm going to pat it on the lid as well as the crease. So I'm basically covering the entire area that we've already done. All of the layering is still going to keep the different shades, but this is going to tie it all together to still be rose gold all over top the shadows we've already done. So doing it this way, using a very light hand and tapping it over top what we've done, is going to give you that transition from the light pink to the darker brown, but still keeping the rose gold kind of warm orangey tone to it. So there's lots of layering with this look. I'm actually going to do two highlights. So first I'm taking the champagne color in this palette and I'm applying it in the inner corner. And then to get certain highlight areas a little brighter, I'm going to take this shimmery white, and this is from the Urban Decay Naked Basics palette. It's Venus, and I'm placing this over top the inner corner that we've already applied and underneath my brow bone. Almost all the shadows we use do have an iridescence or a shimmer to it, so it's really going to catch the light and give a very hydrated, dewy finish. This look is also very neutral. It is on the warmer side, but any skin tone can wear it. So once all these are blended out, it should sort of look like a sunset. It's very warm, very corally, and kind of bronze. I want to keep the same dewy finish throughout the entire look, so I'm going to take one of my favorite highlighters, and this is Flawless Radiance from Bare Essentials. It's this very sheer, light gold, kind of champagne color, and I'm applying this right on my cheekbones. I love highlighters. They catch the light and they just bounce off your skin and give you a really youthful glow. I wanted color in my cheeks, but I don't want it really to stand out, so I'm just going to use this very light coral color, and I'm placing this right on the cheekbones, sort of towards the hairline rather than the apple. And then the lipstick, I just did a pinky nude. This is Satin Sheets from Victoria's Secret, and I applied this as normal. For liner, I wanted to keep natural instead of doing a harsh line, so I'm going to use the dark chocolate brown we used in the crease, and I'm smudging this on the upper and lower lash line. Applying the liner this way will give it a very smoky finish, but it'll also make your lashes look a lot thicker in a natural way without having a very harsh line. I decided to just use mascara instead of false lashes, so I'm using one of my favorites. It's the Giorgio Armani Eyes to Kill mascara, and I'm applying this on top and bottom. To finish up the makeup, I'm taking that rose gold shadow we used over top the entire eye look, and I'm tapping it on my lips to give more of a glow, dewy finish. Now you can add any accessories you want and do your hair as desired. And that's everything for this look. I decided to just put my hair up in a messy bun and then pin it back, but you can do your hair however you want. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any other questions, make sure you comment below. Don't forget to read the description box. There's a ton of information in there. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you are a fan, and I will see you guys in the next video.